Hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now this video is basically just going to be a little bit of a news video talking about a couple of things that have been posted in the Hunter official Discord, taking a look at the new survey that came out a few days ago and just talking about all of that stuff. So the first thing I want to take a look at is this post here that was shared in the official Discord a few days ago by Meggles. Howdy Call of the Wild Hunters, we have a lot of plans in 2022, in-game and across the community, and this is just what's coming up in February. Call of the Wild celebrates 5 years, and new free and paid content. More will be revealed, including preliminary patch notes in the coming weeks. We have a sizable list of bug fixes, gameplay optimization and improvements to share. And then just some stuff asking about how we've enjoyed or not enjoyed about Mississippi Acres. So the very first thing I want to address is I have seen some people in the community talking about that this means that there's a new map coming in February. I do not think that that's the case. EW has a fairly regular schedule where they release a map twice a year, normally in June and December, and that is pretty, we've seen that happen year after year with new maps coming out, so we know that schedule pretty well by now. So a new map coming in February really doesn't make any sense because it just wouldn't follow that schedule, and it is so close after Mississippi just released. So I don't think anything to do with a new map just yet. However, the new free and paid content does sound like we're getting a DLC, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like a new weapon pack, or, as I have said a few times, maybe something like a Dog and Duck DLC, because we have heard that there is going to be a waterfowl rework in the first quarter of 2022. They've said this a number of times, so maybe it's like some new duck hunting equipment and like a retriever as a little pack or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like that, but then again, maybe not. It is very early in the first quarter, so maybe it is just a new weapon pack. I've also seen rumours about a new Africa map coming to Call of the Wild, and they all seem to be stemming from a old fan-made sort of codex page type thing for an African elephant. Now, as I said, this was a fan-made post, and I've seen it myself, I've seen it posted around, and it's quite, it's fan-made, it's old. There's no new news about an African map, and from everything that EW have said, we won't see elephants in Call of the Wild ever, so it's very, very unlikely that we will ever see them in-game. And as I said, it was just a fan-made thing that's being shared around, so no news on a new Africa map coming anytime soon, even though I very much would love to see a new Africa map in the future. Unfortunately, we don't have any news on anything like that just yet. But the next thing I want to take a look at was this post which was shared earlier today by Meggles in the official Discord. Hello Call of the Wild Hunters. Your feedback and recommendations have not gone unnoticed. We are working on addressing a number of items mentioned. Here are a couple we'll be shipping in February. Rain, go away. The designers have made some tweaks to the weather system. The likelihood of rain will be lower while still maintaining the desired vibe and aesthetics. Just around the river bend, we'll be implementing point-to-point transport sites along the riverbank in Mississippi Acres Preserve. At present, they won't be visible on the map, but that is something we will be addressing a little later this year. On top of the above, we will share the preliminary patch notes for our next release, plus an updated known issues list alongside next week's update. And the soundtrack from Mississippi Acres Preserve will be available to listen to very soon on Spotify. More info coming later. And then obviously some more information there at the bottom. But there are two things on that list that have me so excited. The rain. The likelihood of rain will be lower. Oh my god. This is something that ever since Mississippi came out, a lot of people have been complaining about. The rain on Mississippi is just beyond. It's so frequent, and it makes night hunting on that map completely impossible. I have tried to night hunt the raccoons to try and get them in their drink zones, just to try and hunt them in a different way to running through the fields, and every time I tried to hunt them, I cannot see more than a few meters ahead of me because of all of the fog and rain, and I will spend a long time trying to get a window of opportunity where it's not raining, and it lasts all of a minute before it starts raining again. So that is going to be so incredibly helpful. Night hunting and the rain being changed like that, it is going to affect night hunting the most, I'd say, and I'm really looking forward to that update. That is really fantastic. And the point-to-point transport sites along the river, that again is going to be really useful for if you're someone like me who likes to, run around as much as possible. Those points are going to be so incredibly handy, because if you shoot something on the other side, oh, I know that there's a transport site a few meters up ahead, we'll just run to that and jump on there and go across. That is absolutely incredible. Now, there was a lot of people that didn't think that they would change the rain on Mississippi, and I was one of them. I did not think that they would actually change the weather system, just because a lot of us didn't like the rain. And to see that they've actually taken that feedback on board, honestly, it's really good. I don't know how else to say it. That's really exciting to hear that they're listening to the community that much. And I know a lot of people don't like the map simply because it does rain too much. So that could, improve the map in a lot of people's eyes. So I'm very happy with that change. I'm very excited to, like I said, I will definitely go night hunting and see what it's like and try it out, and hopefully it will be a lot better than it previously was, and hopefully we'll actually be able to see what we're doing a lot more, which is going to be really good, because I've always thought it was a bit of a shame that, yes, the raccoons, especially on Mississippi, they drink at night, and obviously we have the red deer on Te Awara, they drink at night, but again, it often rains, and it makes the visibility so hard that it almost makes the night vision equipment useless in some circumstances. So I'm very pleased to see that change, and I expect a lot of you will be as well. Forgive me in the background here, taking pot shots at goats as they're running around. I just wanted to get something in terms of footage of just me grinding on Te Awara so that I could talk over it for this video. And when I'm in this tree stand, I still am getting used to the longer range shots, and I always seem to miss on these goats. But yeah, I'm just really impressed by this. And the next thing I want to talk about is this, which was a few days ago now, actually more like over a week ago now, the player survey, the recent player survey, which again has been very interesting, and I'm really excited to talk about this as well. So the first page was basically just asking how much do you play the game, what platform do you usually play on, and how many DLCs have you previously purchased. However, this was the really interesting part of the survey. It was only a very short survey, but this was the very important bit. Would you be interested in the following purchases? Weapon pack DLCs, weapon cosmetics, outfit/equipment cosmetics, new reserve DLCs, new dog DLCs, or a game pass with cosmetic rewards? And please rank the following purchases in order of those you'd be most interested in to those you'd be least interested in. Weapon pack DLCs, weapon cosmetics, outfit/equipment cosmetics, new reserve DLCs, new dog DLCs, and a game pass with cosmetic rewards. There's so much here I could talk about. I am personally one of those people where if they give me options to buy different cosmetics, I'm definitely going to purchase the ones that I really like. I do in the Hunter Classic. If there's a weapon skin that I really want, I will purchase it. And I would love to see more cosmetic options in Call of the Wild. Now, this is a very controversial topic. There's a lot of people that don't want more microtransactions and more DLCs. However, I'm more than happy to have those kind of things. I really like to customize my character, customize everything I do. Like I said, I do in the Hunter Classic. I've got all kinds of different outfits and different gun skins. And I would love to see that in Call of the Wild. I think it would be really, really cool. And like stuff like the new dog DLCs, it says dog species but dog breeds, and fur variations but with the same functionality. If there was like a really exclusive, say like a pure black bloodhound that you could buy for like a couple of pounds, I would be really, really happy to do that, to get an exclusive dog skin. And I think there's a lot of people that, you know, if you really enjoy the game and you really love the game, wouldn't necessarily mind putting money towards things like cosmetic items. As long as it's not giving you necessarily an advantage over another player that maybe can't buy the DLC, then I don't see a problem with it. And we already have things like weapon packs, which, you know, that might give you an advantage over another player if you're buying something like the M1, which is a fantastic, very quick firing gun. You know, the 300, which I was using here to drop those goats as quickly as possible. You know, those are already DLC items, so I don't see a problem with more DLC items. In my opinion, the more variety we have to choose from, the better. I think that that's a really, really good idea, and I know that there's a lot of people like me who would like more customization options for our characters, because we all basically, when we're in multiplayer, almost all characters look the same, apart from, oh, you might be wearing a different ghillie suit to another player, but there's such limited options, where if you compare something like the Hunter Classic to Call of the Wild, all the dog breeds have different fur, like different fur colours, and then you've got all your different player outfits that you can wear. You've got hats, glasses, and just everything you can customise your character with. Every gun has like 2 or 3 different skins. Normally there's like a basic skin and then a premium engraved skin. I'm a collector, so I like to collect things like premium skins in games like this, and that's just a personal thing. But if you didn't necessarily care about having a really fancy looking gold engraved gun, there's nothing stopping you from not purchasing that. So in my opinion, I don't see any problem with having more purchasable items, because at the end of the day, if you really do want to purchase stuff, then at least it's there as an option. You don't have to do it, but if it's an option, it's just nice to have it there as an option. And in terms of comparing it to something, it makes me think about how they do things in Sea of Thieves, where you can buy all kinds of different things to customise your weapons, your ship, all kinds of stuff like that. It doesn't change the base functionality of those items that you already have. But if you want a ship that's bright purple instead of just the normal wooden colour, then you can buy a ship skin that makes your ship bright purple. And I really like those things. I like to collect things like that, and I think it'd be really, really interesting to see how it could be implemented into a game like this. Weapon skins, I have always said that it'd be nice to have more weapon skins in this game, because most of them only have, say, 2 or 3, and it'd just be really interesting to see more styles, and I'd love to see more engraved weapons. But again, that's completely a personal thing. Your opinion might be completely different, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, I'm very, very interested to see where that goes, and I just wanted to basically tell you guys that that is something that was talked about in that survey. So that's pretty much all of the different news and bits and pieces that I thought I should probably talk about in a video. Lots of interesting stuff on the way. It's going to be really interesting to see what the new content is actually going to be that's coming up within February. I'm very, very, very excited to see what that is, and of course, as soon as we know what it is, I will do a video talking about it, as I normally do. But yeah, so that basically catches you up with everything. Hopefully it's not been too bad of a video and I haven't rambled too much and just given you guys the most important information, and of course, hopefully it's been interesting as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it has been useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.